Hello. So I thought about trying to script this video, but the thought of sitting in front of a computer trying to write something is very overwhelming. My brain is very cluttered right now, and it's gonna take... It would just be easier if I just talked, right? So I've gone, I don't know, 6 weeks or whatever it is, not having made a video on this channel, and that really sucks. I have a couple of videos in the pipeline that I do want to work on. One of them, which I've been sitting on for a while now, is my NerdCon Stories video. And then the other video that I have in the pipeline is from my recent trip to Toronto. I haven't put out these videos because those are the kind of videos that really take time. There's a lot of planning that goes into that, and anybody who knows me knows that I am a very meticulous planner, but the planning process also takes a lot out of me. Whenever I've had a moment to sit down and stare at the computer screen and just say, okay, let's write, I can't write. Part of it is because I'm just sort of burned out from schoolwork and work. When it comes time to doing stuff for fun, I'm just exhausted, and I don't know, even though I want to do them, it feels like a lot of effort to do them. So the longer that I've been putting out these videos, the pressure, for me anyway, has been building to, well, because now I've been putting them off for forever, that they have to be really, really amazing. And I know that you're not putting the pressure on me. No one is putting the pressure on me. I'm putting the pressure on me. That's just me. I want to make the best possible thing, not to impress anybody, but just for me, you know, just to know that I've accomplished this thing, that, you know, I've set the bar high and I want to reach it, you know, I want to surpass it. But, you know, by putting it off and letting that pressure build, like, I've been then too afraid to make any videos, so then I've been out of practice. Creativity is a muscle, and if you don't use it, it atrophies. That's not to say that I haven't been creative. I mean, I'm in school where we're trying to make things all the time, because I've been using this, like, specific kind of creativity, energy, and fueling it into, like, school stuff. Like, I feel like I don't have enough of it for fun stuff, vlog stuff, YouTube stuff. Even though I have all these ideas, I just can't bring myself to execute them because I'm beat. It does feel like trying to run after you've been sitting in bed for months. You know, I've gotten up and I've just fallen right back down. Even if it means that I'm not going to be putting out these, like, really amazing videos that I've wanted to put out, you know, for weeks now, I have to start walking again. If we're to go back to the running metaphor, I need to start walking. Maybe that's what I'll do. You know, I mean, yes, you'll see the NerdCon Stories vlog and you'll see the Toronto vlog at some point, but I'm gonna move them to the back burner, which I hate saying that, but if I want to eventually run again, I need to start walking first. I kind of started doing that. Recently, I made a video for Nerdfighters Info, which was sort of the first step toward walking. It was a really fun video to do, and if you want, you can check it out over here. It's the type of video that I'm used to doing, and I like, and I know how to do that, and I think I need to do more of that. And once I sort of get comfortable doing that again, and I start walking again, then maybe I can start running. I can't expect to run a marathon if I have atrophied muscles, right? I know one of the reasons that I was, like, hesitant about doing, like, art school stuff initially when I was applying to colleges is because I didn't want school to sort of kick the passion out of me, and I kind of fear that that's what's going on here. Recently I've been thinking about how passionate I was about YouTube and making videos when I first started out, and that was 3 years ago. That was way before school. That was way before I had nice editing software and I had, like, you know, a reliable camera. I was, like, pumping out a video a week, and I just had this notebook of ideas. Every day I'd have, like, 3 more, and I'd write it down, and I'd just be so excited to make these, and even though I was working with like a really crappy camera and I was editing on Windows Movie Maker, like that didn't matter. Like I just couldn't stop creating. I just wanted to keep creating, and I made things, you know? Like looking back now, objectively, like they're not good quality, but the fuel was there, the fire was there. I kind of feel like I've run out of steam, even though I have the Adobe Creative Suite and, you know, access to like good cameras. I have like a lot more stuff that I can do now, but somehow having like more available resources has made me create less. I worry about if the well of creativity has dried up. It's a terrible metaphor for creativity because it's not a well, it's a river. Whatever time you go into the river, there's always going to be something coming, you know? You gotta seize it. I mean, it's not going to dry up. Well, rivers can, but anyway. I understand the metaphor, and I know in my head that I'm not going to lose it. But I do fear losing it anyway. I don't know, have you ever experienced that? Like, you fear losing the creativity you have, the passion to make things? I worry that I have, because I don't feel like I'm putting out as much stuff as I used to. My ideas are much more grandiose in scale, but I just haven't been making them. Having like the knowledge too of like what makes an aesthetically pleasing video, like that, having that knowledge now sort of makes me afraid to make videos in a way. I wasn't always gonna make this video because I don't have the nice camera today. I'm working with my iPhone, and I know that right here, this little area is like way overexposed, and that looks awful. And I don't have like my nice usual setup and flattering camera angles, and I don't know, there's all these other things that I'm thinking about now when making a video, and having that knowledge of like what makes it look good, and knowing when I don't have those things all set sort of discourages me from putting it out, because it's like, well, if it's not the best, then I can't put it out there, you know? Which is dumb. That's a really, really dumb way of thinking about it. Because this is YouTube, and you put whatever you want to make on it. Like, who cares if it looks good or professional? Like, do you want to make it? That's the only requirement for putting it on this website. I mean, besides the porn, but I don't really have a point to this video. I just need to talk, even though this isn't my usual stuff. And I know that some people kind of like this more candid talking. I don't mind making it, but I like making stuff that I'm proud of. And for me, that means going through the whole setup, making sure the lighting is right, and framing is good, and, you know, it's a nice camera, and I can do, you know, fancy little motion graphics and stuff. Like, that's the stuff I like to do. That's the stuff I want to try and better myself at. I've got 6 months left in my program. There is a part of me that is very afraid that by the time I graduate, I'm not gonna have anything left, you know? Like, I'll have been out of the game too long that I won't remember how to run. I don't want to lose it. Somehow I need to keep the flame stoked. And if I can't make super awesome, amazing, deep, heartfelt, brilliant videos, maybe I should just start by making my walking videos first. And just have something there, just so the creativity muscle doesn't atrophy. Chris, Kel, and Amy, I hope that NaNoWriMo is going awesome for you. And Leah, I know you've been busy with a lot of work stuff. I hope everything is going well with you as well. If you want to talk, let's talk. I just want to talk. Okay. Have a good night. Recently, a friend sent me an article titled something like, "Teen Instagram Star Quits Social Media." My friend doesn't use social media, but she wanted to know my opinions on the story.